So in last class, we just see like how we take a input, how to take a text. So by using that text, how we do like a tokenization, stemming, lemmatization, correct? So the three concepts are clear, I think. What is tokenization, what is stemming, and what is lemmatization. Now we are going to see some of the steps by using the text. So right, this is what we just seen in last class, right? So by using NLTK toolkit, I'll just right. Uh, yes. By using the NLTK toolkit, right? By using that, we just perform like a tokenization by using word tokenize, right? So here we got like a sentence into a words, right? And then we just use the stemming method. In that stemming method, we have to use like Porter stemmer, correct? So by using that Porter stemmer, we have to perform like a simplification, no? And then we have to use like what? Lematizer, right? By using a lemmatization, we have to perform some dictionary words, right? These three steps we have to perform in last class. I think hope you these three are clear, right? Are anyone having any doubt in this? Yes. If you're having any doubt, please do let me know in the chat. Clear. Yeah. So then we have to go to the next step. Yes, so I'll just introduce only one package. What is that? Natural Language Toolkit, right? NLTK. So by using that particular package, we have to perform these operation, which is tokenization, stemming, and lemmatization, right? So yes. So now I need to introduce one of the model. What is that? No, Spacey. What is that? It is Spacey. So it is one of the package which we have to use in natural language processing itself, right? So we have to perform like a text. We have to perform like a test kind of operation. It's if we have to correct like spelling mistake, we have to work with that spelling mistake, spelling correction, or else we have to perform like a rephrasing, right? Or else we have to perform like parts of speech, right? Or else we have to perform like a normalization. So for these kind of operation, we just prefer what? Spacey. So yes, we have to use NLTK, right? So by using that NLTK, we have to perform like tokenization, stemming, lemmatization, these kind of things, right? So by using the Spacey as well, we have to perform these kind of operation. Or spelling correction, replacing the text, parts of speech finding, normalization. So these kind of things also we have to perform by using what? Spacey. So it is one of the packages in natural language processing. So for that, we have to use the Spacey here like a import Spacey. Okay, import Spacey. Fine. So we know we have to perform these three steps. Now, what the step we are going to perform, we already defined the one of the text, which is what the runners were running happily towards the finish line, but the mice were hiding in their holes. That is what we just take as a input, correct? Yes. So if I take another input here, for example, the same, I'll just declare the text. Okay, text equal to, I'll just take the another input. What is that? No. So NLP, I'll just NLP is is very important. I'll just give like a very, what is the alphabets for very? VERY. I'll just give like VERRY. Okay, so there is some correction in that particular text. No, okay, I'll just give that. And then NLP is very important. Okay, NLP is very important. and it is helping text analysis. So text analysis, I'll just give like analysis. Okay, so analysis spelling is Analysis. I'll just give like extra to is. It is like a there is a spelling mistake. No, okay, it's fine. I'll just give that. That is what my input. NLP is very important. It is helping text analysis, right? Okay, then fine. Now, how we have to find like a tokenization. So here I need to copy this. What is that? By using the word tokenize, right? We have to tokenize the text. No, I'll just give it here from NLTK. Okay, not from import NLTK. Huh? I'll just give like word tokenize, and one more is send tokenize. What is that? One more is what? Send tokenize. So I'll just tell you what we are going to do by using word tokenize and then by using send tokenize. We already performed the thing by using word tokenize, correct? Right? So I'll just remove this thing. So I already told you we have to perform like tokenization or lemmatization or stemming. No, we have to install some of the predefined models, NLTK, download Punket and NLTK dot download of Punket tab. No, right? And then now I'm going to perform like if we have to use the NLTK package only, no, right? If you're using like NLTK package only, no, you have to use these kind of downloading like Punket tab. So by downloading these kind of predefined one, we can easily perform like the tokenization, lemmatization, stemming and all. There is another method as well. What is that? If we have to download the Punket and you have to use the model, which is the SPACY model. We have to load the SPACY's NLP model, right? If you want to load all of the model which is available in SPACY, no, you have to load it here. I'll just define one variable NLP. Okay. So inside that, I'll just call this SPACY, which we have to import it here, right? And then load. I'll just use the load. What we have to load? We have to load the spaces model which are available in NLP. We have to import that. We have to load that. Okay, so en underscore underscore WebSM. It is one of the model we are going to load here, right? So once we have to load the model, so this particular spacey one, right, which load the spaces model which are available in that particular natural language processing. Okay, once you load that, we have to perform like a tokenization. I just define like two. What is that? I'll just import the two word tokenize and then send tokenize. Now I just define like sentence or something, define on variable. I'll just call this send tokenize. I'll just call this send tokenize. I'll just call this send tokenize. I'll just paste it here. Inside the text, I need to perform what? By using these text only, no? I'll just give it here, text. And then you have to give like print that particular sentence. Once you've done this, just give it run. What is that? There is an error. So you have to give like NLTK download. Okay. I'll just paste it here. I'll just give it run again. What is that? NLP is very important, correct? It is help in text analysis. What is that? What is the difference between the same? I'll just define like tokens. Tokens equal to word tokens of text, print tokens. I'll just give it a enter. What is the difference between these and these? What is the difference between a send tokenize and then word tokenize? Anyone? Do you understand what I done here? I'll just take what one's input, which is NLP is very important. It is used help in text analysis, right? I'll just take this particular input. By using that input, okay, one second, guys. So do you find the difference between the word tokenize and send tokenize? Anyone? Just give a response. Yes, please do it fast. Well, if you understood or not, or else can I repeat again? Whatever it is, just let me know. Could you show the output once, ma'am? Yes, there is a two output. Why we have to use send tokenize? Why we have to use word tokenize? Okay. The thing is, these things we already perform, right? By using NLTK, I'll just use the word tokenize method, right? By using that word tokenize, what the thing we have to do? If we have to give any kind of sentence, if we have to give the any kind of paragraph, any kind of text, it will split the words, it will split the phrases, it will split the tokens, correct? Right? By using word tokenize, we have to perform the tokenization. It means we have to split the entire paragraph, entire text into what? What's that? The difference is splitting words and sentence. Exactly. Yes, yes. Send tokenize, split the sentence. Exactly. Yes. So the thing is, we have to split the words by using word tokenize. The way we have to split the sentence by using send tokenize. That is the difference between the word tokenize and send tokenize. That is what I'll just perform here. I'll just create one variable which is sentence. By defining that variable, I'll just call the send tokenize here, and then I'll just pass my input which is text. By performing this, the entire text will split into two. What is that? NLP is very important. And another one is what? It is an help in text analysis, right? And then by using I'll just create one a variable which is tokens. Here I'll just code like word tokenize. Inside that I'll just give the input which is text. So by using this, it will split like NLP is very important, right? Like this, it will split the each and every words and each and every special characters, and by using that sent and so tokenize, it will split the sentence. That is what the difference between the word and sent tokenize. Now it's clear, right, Manas Ranjan? Yes, do let me know quickly. No, yeah, fine. That is what we just give it here, and then now I'll just use like of the cases we have to perform to changing the cases like lower, upper, or title. No, we have to do the method here. If we have to convert like a lower case now, just leave define any kind of variable here. I'll just give it text. So I'll just give it a text here. So what is the text it is? I'll just define the input. NLP is very important, right? So it is help in text analysis. That is what my text. So these texts where I stored in text variable, right? I just call that variable text. I need to convert into lower. I need to convert the text into lower, and then I'll just print that particular variable. So print of lower. I'll just give it run. So here I'll just give like NLP is fully caps, correct? So what it does? NLP is small. It convert into lower. And then if I need to perform like upper, just create one variable upper. I'll just give like a text like I'll just call the variable where I store the input text dot upper. Fine. And then I'll just print that particular variable. I'll just give it run. Right? So what I done here? NLP is very important. It is help in text analysis. So I'll just give like NLP is only thing I'll just define as a uppercase. No. So all other things are what? Lowercase. So by giving the upper method, it will convert all the letters as a upper one. Right? If we have to perform like a title case. Right? I'll just give like a another variable title equal to text dot title. So you have to print that particular variable where you store that particular title method. No, you have to print that. I'll just give it enter. Right? What it does? So it will give like a starting letter only upper. So NLP is I is capital, B is capital, here I is capital, here I is capital. So it will take a capital letter as a first where the word is starting and the first letter should be capital. That is what we have to use the title case. So the way we have to use the lowercase, uppercase, and title case. I think it's clear. Then we just go to perform like a spelling corrections. If there is any spelling mistake. So in my input, there is a spelling mistake like very, analysis, right? So how to find out the corrections? So we have to perform like spell correction. So I'll just define one variable like I'll just define like a spell. Okay. I'll just import one the package we have to use here. So we have to use speller method, no? So for that, I'll just import that from autocorrector from autocorrect, right? Import speller, right? From autocorrect we have to import what? Speller. So for that we have to use the method, we have to load the spazi, no? So we have to load the spazi model here. Spazi load of en underscore or underscore web is. So we have to import this spazi as well, right? I'll just import that. So I'll just import that spazi method, so which is like a English core web, right? So once we load that, we have to perform the loading, and then we have to use the re method here, import autocorrect, or else we'll import re. So once we have to import, I'll just tell you why we have to use re, and here we have to use autocorrect method, right? So by using that method, By using that method, we have to find out the spelling correction. So if there is any spelling mistake in that, now we have to easily find out that, right? Yes. So here, I'll just do one thing. We have to take like a input. Already we have to store it in that text variable, right? This is the input we have to using here. So for that, we have to use the variable name. What is the text only? Okay, right. So before that, I'll just import, I'll just install one package. So pip install, if there is a error showing, no, if there is any package is not there, no, you have to install that. Okay, I'll just install like pip install autocorrect. And then if we have to use like a spacey model, so I'll just use like a spacey models. I already told you why we have to use spacey, right? So if you have to use these kind of models, no, so we have to install that model. If it's not there, if it is not there, you have to install those model. Pip install spacey, just give it install. It's already there. If it is not there, it need to show like collecting that particular package. If it is there, no, it will show like a requirement already satisfied, right? So yes, so and then I have to give like this package. What is that? I need to install this. I'll just copy that. Okay, I'll just give it like a Python spazzy. So inside that spazzy, we have to download the encore. I'll just give it that. Okay, like spacey, no. Okay, if there is any error comes, we have to fix that now, right? So I'll just install that autocorrect. One second. Okay, sorry for the inconvenience. Okay, so I'll just install this Pazzi as well as I'll just install the autocorrect, right? So now I'll just declare one variable. What is that? Spell, right? So inside that, I'll just call this particular package. What is that? Speller. I'll just copy that package. I'll just paste it here. Speller. Inside that, what language we have to use? So what language we have to define here? NLP. NLP is very important. It is help in text analysis. So it is English, no? So you have to English or you have to define that particular language here. I'll just define that lang. So lang equal to en. So we have to use what? English, right? I'll just define that lang equal to English, right? Once you have to define that, you have to perform some for loop here. Once you have done that, it will automatically find out the error correction in that particular text. Okay, so I'll just give like a corrected one, give like a variable like corrected one equal to. Okay, so we have to give like codes. So inside that, so okay, just codes, and then I have to give like a join function. So inside that join function, right, I have to use the variable. What is that? Spell. So I'll just call the speller here, no? So I'll just call that variable spell here, spell of word, right? Okay, so I'll just call the word. So once you call that, after that we have to use the for loop. For in that particular word and text, we have to split that text in that split, right? Yes. So here I'll just use the speller, right? So by using that particular package, we have to find out the spelling mistake. So for that, they have to already created one package which is available in autocorrect. You just import that speller package from the autocorrect, right? Once you import the package, you have to call the package. So by find out the spelling mistake, what language you have to prefer. Like here, we just take a input word in English, no. So you have to define the language, and then we have to perform like correction, no. So for that, we have to use the join method as well as split method here, right? So what the thing we have to split it by using text, right? So by using text, so text only we have already defined that, right? Which is input data. So by using that, we have to find out the spelling mistake. Once you done that, we have to find out the error mistake. So yes, once you've done that, you have to print the corrected one. Just give a enter. So like what is that? NLP is very important. It is help in text analysis. There is an spelling mistake is done, but there is an n is missed, right? There is an n is missed. So for that, I'll just remove this space here. I'll just give it enter. So okay, what's the thing now? There is no space, right? It will print accordingly, right? I'll just give a space. I'll just run this. So yes, there is an one word is missing, n is missing, but other the mistaken text is correct, right? NLP is very here. I'll just give like a double R, but there is a spelling mistake is find out one R. So here there is in 3 yes. It is not analysis, right? So it will make a correction like analysis, right? So why? I'll just tell you why we have here the N is removed. I'll just tell you what the reason. But this part is clear, right? Why we have to use the speller package. By using that speller package, what the thing we have to done here. Yes, all of it clear, right? Anyone having any doubt here? How to perform? Yes, and spelling correction. Yeah, okay, Muhammad Takshir, fine. What about others? Okay, only three. Muhammad Takshir, Arun, Manas Ranjan, three only in the meeting. Fine. Yes, what about Manas Ranjan? Yes, Manas Ranjan, are you there? Yeah. Okay, fine. I'll just introduce one of the method which is text block. Okay, I'll just tell you what is text blob and all. So by using text blob, we have to perform the same. Yes, I'll just import the text blob here. So from text blob, we have to import the text blob. Here, I'll just define the same correct like one of the variable which is correct output. I'll just declare the variable correct output. By using text block, okay, by using text block, I'll just give the text. Okay, by using text block, I'll just give the text. We have to use the correct function here. We have to use the what? Correct function here. So before that text block, I have to define the string method. And then I'll just give it like print a correct output, which was I'll just perform the text blob operation, which is stored in that correct output variable only. No, I'll just give it like print a correct output. I'll just give it a run. So what is the difference between these and this? Anyone? Here, there, I'll just use the autocorrect method. Here I'm using like text blob method. What is the difference between these two? Anyone? Ma'am, shall we have the link for of the notebook? Okay. Uh, if possible, I will create one a drive link. Okay, so in that drive link, I'll just upload all the notebooks which I used in that live class. Is it fine? Yes. Okay, fine. So yes, the difference between from these two is here we have to use like a autocorrection method, right? So what it does now, so it performs like a fast correction. It does fast and efficient correction, but this text block perform what? It is like a context aware correction. It perform like what? Context aware correction. So here that particular autocorrect method it used for what? It perform like fast correction, right? So here we just use the fast correction method, and here we just use like text block. So this set text block perform like what? Context aware correction. So we have to know what is text block. So it is nothing but it is a very simple NLP library, right? So by using that text block we have to perform like a spelling correction or like a text rephrasing. So what I told, right, spacey, no, so spacey, what it does, so text spelling correction, rephrasing parts of speech, normalization. So these kind of things we have to do by using spacey, and we have to perform by using what? Text blob as well. And one of the main advantage by using text blob, no, it perform like sentiment analysis as well. It perform like sentiment analysis. We just see what is that in upcoming session. So now I think why we have to use like a Spazi and why we have to use text block. These two packages clear, right? So as of now, we just use three packages, which is NLTK, Spazi, and text block, right? So do you know the difference between why we have to use these three packages here? So you have to use any packages. If you have to do like spelling correction, you have to prefer Spazy, or you have to prefer like a text block. So it is up to your wish only. Okay. So you have to check which packages is working efficiently. The way we have to check, we have to perform like benchmarking. No, you have to take like a difference between these two by using that two particular packages, right? I think these concepts is clear. Why we have to use passive, why we have to use text block, and how to perform like these a sentence tokenization, and how to perform like a lowercase, convert the lowercase, uppercase, title case, and then how to find out the spelling correction by using autocorrect method, by using the text blob method. Right? Is it clear, right? So we just go to the next one. So we just seen like a spelling correction. So after that spelling correction, we have to perform some of the techniques, which is like parts of speech tagging, normalization, and all. Okay, so yes, once you perform this spelling correction, here, what is that? NLP is very important. It does help in text analysis. We have to perform some method, which is stop words removal. Stop words removal. Do you have any idea about what is that? Anyone? Yes. Yes, Manas Ranjan. Then you can give a response in chat. Okay, you don't know. Fine, fine. Stop words removal, it's nothing but we have to perform like a meaningless word removal here. Right, NLP, it is like what? Natural language processing. Is it is it does not give any meaning, correct? It gives some meaning. It's very important. It doesn't give any meaning. Here is doesn't give any meaning. Like help. It doesn't it give meaning. It gives some meaning. In it doesn't give any meaning. So by using stop words removal, we have to remove the meaningless words. That is the thing we have to perform here. Alright. So what stop words removal? For that, we have to remove meaningless words. Meaningless words. Okay, fine. So for that also we have to use what? NLTK. So from NLTK dot corpus. Corpus is nothing but okay. Corpus is nothing but it is an unstructured data. What is that? Corpus is nothing but is what? It is unstructured data. So it contains more. So once you perform this, we have to remove all the meaningless words. I'll just import the stop words by using NLTK. From that NLTK, there is a corpus library. From that library, I have to import the stop words package. Once you import that, you have to download. So by download the stop words, it will load all of the words which are available in that particular stop words. Okay, you just remove. You just download what are the words available in that NLTK. So by downloading that, by giving like NLTK dot download of stop words, by giving that, it will download the all words which are available in that particular stop words. So by using that, it will remove. Okay, it will remove those stop words, those meaningless words. Right? So once you download that stop words, I have to define one variable which is like stopped equal to. Okay, I'll just define the variable which is stopped equal to. I'll just step the stop words. Okay, so stop words. So that words are in English only, you have to define the language. Okay, so from that we have to, by removing that stop words, we have to filter the what are the remaining values once the stop words are removed. Okay, so for that I'll just declare another one variable which is filtered words. Okay, so in that word we have tokens. Already we perform the tokenization. So in that tokens, if any word is not available in that stop word, we have to filter that. So any word is not available in that stop word, we have to filter that and we have to print that. Right? Once you done this, you have to give a run. So, right? It will give like NLP. Yes. It remove S. Right? It will print like very important. And then it removed like it is and n. It will give like these exclamatory marks and then help text analysis. The way we have to download these stop words from that particular stop words package, what are the words available now? It will remove all that meaningless words and it will filter those words not available in that particular tokens. It will print the remaining words. That is what we have to see here, right? I hope all you clear how to remove these stop words. So how to perform these stop words. Yes, next one. Okay, we have to perform like stop words removal, and how we perform like punctuation and this kind of white spaces removal. So I have to give a snippet for that as well. Okay, so how to do that particular punctuation and a white space removal and all. So for that we have to use the package. So I'll just give the code. So not here. I'll just remove that. For that we have to use one of the method which is regular expressions. Okay, that is what I'll just import here. Where is that? I'll just import one re. No, so r is nothing but is what? It is a regular expression. It is nothing but, what is the regular expression? So it is a string functions. So we have to remove the punctuation and white spaces. No, by using a re, which is a regular expression, we have to remove all those things. Okay, so we have the text, right? So from that text we have to remove that punctuation and all. So you have to give like a variable, what any kind of variable. I'll just give like text punctuation equal to. So I have to use a regular expression method. So in that particular regular expression method, I have to use the sub method. So why we have to use the sub method? No. So it will replace the all matched characters with an empty string. By using these sub method, it will replace the, so what are the characters are matching? No, it will replace with the empty string. That's what we have to use the sub method. I'll just give that. Okay, and then I'll just use the r, and then I have to give like a expect words as well as spaces. So we have to read that, right? So for that we have to give one expression. So what is that? No, so I have to make a square bracket. Inside that we have to give like a arrow. Okay, so in that I'll just give like a words for w. I'll just give a space which is yes. Okay, so w is words and space is yes. So once you give that, I'll just give like close that bracket and just give a comma. Okay, and then what the text in which text you have to remove the punctuation and all. So give that variable name. So in my text only, or else so in that particular, no, so you have to give these filter tokens. So once here I'll just give the text, after that I'll just give like filter tokens. Okay, so I'll just give a text now, and then we have to print. Okay, we have to print like a, what we have to print? Text punctuation. Just give a, all right, there is no full stop, there is no exclamatory marks. So here I'll just remove the text. I'll just give a filter words. I'll just give it a run. Why it shows like? Because we have to perform some word stop words here, right? So see here, I'll just give a text only here, and I'll just give like a print original text. So what is the original text? Okay, it is my original text. The runners were running happily towards the finish line, right? Not it is not original text. We have to use another one text here. No, yes. So NLP is very important. So it is help in text analysis. It is the original text, correct? So which is stored in text variable. I'll just print that original text here. Okay, so I'll just print the text. I'll just give it a run. So what is the difference? So here there is an exclamatory mark. So here there is an full stop, right? So here I'll just give like some spaces. I'll just give like some spaces. I'll just give a run. I'll just go there. I'll just give a run. Yes, so it will print the spaces, correct? So it will print the spaces, but it will remove the punctuation marks. So for removing, how to remove these kind of white spaces? So how to remove these kind of white spaces? No. So for that, we have to use the one method. We have to give like a space removal. Okay, I'll just give a variable name like space removal equal to, right? I'll just use like this dot. By using join method, we have to perform the text split. Once you done this, we have to print the space removal. You have to run this, right? So see here the first sentence is exact sentence, correct? The first sentence is what? It is my exact sentence. I'll just give a normal text printing here. And the second sentence is what? I'll just perform the stop word removal by using this regular expression. I'll just perform the stop word remove, not stop word. I need to perform like punctuation removal here. If there is no punctuation in that particular sentence, after that, I'll just performing what? White spaces removal. So here I'll just use the split method and join method. So a split method is just used to either split the text into a list of words. So by using that split method, it need to remove the extra spaces. By using split method, what it does, it will remove the extra spaces. And then once they remove the extra spaces by using the join method, it will join them as a single space. That is what we have to perform here, right? So the thing is, I'll just print as the last line, print of space removal. So in first line and next line, there is in spaces, white spaces. Once I give this by using split and join method, I'll just print a space of removal. It will print a sentence, but in that sentence there is no white spaces, right? Hope you know how to remove the punctuation and how to remove the white spaces, correct? Yes. Okay. Here we just perform the punctuation and the white space removal in different line. So how we have to print like a same. So in that single print, how we have to perform that. So here I'll just use this text, right? So instead of text, I just use this text punctuation. Okay. I'll just call this particular variable here. By using that particular variable, I have to perform the white space removal. I'll just one second. So by instead of text, I'll just give the what? Text punctuation. I'll just run this. Right? So it is clear right now. So it is my original sentence. It is my original input. So by performing the punctuation, by performing the white space removal, it will perform this and it will remove the white spaces as well. It will remove the punctuation like this exclamatory mark and this full stop. Correct? So I'll just tell you. So how do I perform these individually, and how we have to connect that. So what the variable you have to use there? No, you just call that variable name here, and then you have to perform like splitting, and you have to join that. That is what I just performed here. Hope you understand. And we just used another on tokenization, which is send tokenization, right? After that, we just perform some of the method, lowercase, uppercase, and title case. And then by using autocorrect, we have to perform the spelling mistake correction. By using text block also, we have to find out that spelling correction, correct? And then we have to perform like stop words removal, correct? And then by using regular expression, we have to remove the punctuation and we have to perform the stop words like punctuation, and we have to remove the white spaces. That is the topic we just seen today class. So we have to see the remaining topics in upcoming class. No, it's done. If anything, then I will ask. Yeah, Manas Ranjan, that's fine. Yeah, so thank you. I'll just wind up the session now. We'll just see the next topic in upcoming session. Thank you all.